So he says, you know, Bill, we have 4 tickets to the hockey game. And you know, and I had read this in the paper, in the Vancouver paper, they're going for $40,000 a piece. And we have 4 tickets for you. And that's because we love you. And you came up here and you're giving us your time, and you brought 13 members of your family over. But we have 4 tickets for you. So I said, oh, that's great, 4 tickets to the game. I mean, 4 times 40, what's that again? You know? So now I'm sitting at this table of 13. So I got 3 sons-in-laws and 2 older grandchildren, boys, who are athletes. And I say, look, I've got 4 tickets. There's 13 of us, and none, so that means only 4 of us can go. So my wife and I are going. Elizabeth and I are going. That leaves 2 tickets. So this is not a democracy. This is a patriarchy. And I am assigning these 2 tickets to son-in-law Joel and son-in-law Andrew, and that's the way it is. I'm sorry, folks, but these 2 guys are interested in hockey, and Elizabeth and I have to have the experience, and the girls don't care, and the grandchildren are too small, and so that's the way it is. Okay, and everybody goes, okay. And my oldest daughter, who is the mother of the 2 older grandchildren, boys, sidles up to me and says, you know, Grant and Eric would really like to go. So, you know, I mean, all right, I'm the grandfather. I'm the father-in-law, but I think grandfather has more weight to it. So, all right, Joel, Andrew. Sorry, you can't have the tickets, huh? And Joel goes, what? He's an actor, Joel Gretsch, and he was in Vancouver shooting, and he told everybody that he was going to the hockey game. But not only that, he loves hockey. And I swear to God, there were tears in his eyes. And he said, I'm not going to the hockey game. I said, well, I don't know what to do. I mean, my grandson was in, he says, all right. I give my ticket to Grant, and Andrew gives his ticket to Eric, and now the 2 grandsons and Elizabeth and I are going. And Elizabeth says, Joel, I love you so much that I'll give you my ticket. That's when I said, oh. So Joel gets his ticket. And now the 2 grandsons and Joel and I are going. And it's all worked out. And Andrew doesn't care that much, and that's great. Now I get on Saturday night, I guess it was, whatever it was, the closing ceremony, Sunday night. I'm there, and the same guy who said, Bill, I have 4 tickets for you, sidles up to me and says, I don't know how to say this, but the 4 tickets have been sold. I said, Joel and Eric and Grant and I were going to go. But there's a ticket. Someone had $40,000 ticket. 4 tickets, $160,000. So I go, ticket, I don't know where it went. So, here's what I say. I hate that actor stuff. Bull bleep. I hate actor bull bleep, but I'm pulling some actor bull bleep here. Unless I get 4 tickets, I'm not going on. It works every time, by the way. He said, what do you mean you're not going on? I said, hey, you promised me 4 tickets. I promised my family 4 tickets. This is a very serious matter. You got to get me 4 tickets. I don't care where you get them. You have to get me 4 tickets. He sidled off. And some hours later, he sidled back and said, hey, because we love you. We have 3 tickets. So I'm thinking, all right, I have a fallback position. I'll give my ticket to Joel and I won't go. And I'm ready to do that. we went to the hockey game. But it's such a story of love in the family, and we were so touched. It's like a legend in our family. We tell it every 6 months. All right, anybody got a question in my short time? I see a lady with a question. Hello. You got a book there. Is it a Bible? It's what? It's what? Perhaps to me. People have noticed you reading the Tech War series, yes. Are they still in print? I don't know. There's comic books out on Tech War, which are continuing to come out, but the books, I don't know whether they're still in print. I sort of lose track. I do it, and then I throw it over to somebody, and they don't do anything about it, so thank you. Yes. What was my favorite part about playing Denny Crane? Oh, by the way, thank you. I'll answer that. By the way, I want you to know. I'm laughing because I'm about to tell you I've got 4 shows on the air this year, and one of them is going to debut on the 23rd of September on CBS called Shit My Father Says, which CBS won't let us say the word, so we're saying Bleep My Father Says. It's very funny, and I think you'll enjoy it. I'm struggling with how to do a sitcom. I don't quite know how to do all that, but I think you'll find it amusing. And then there's a show called Aftermath. I don't know whether any of you have seen it on the Bio Channel. It is one of the greatest things I've been associated with forever. I'm mad about the show. Aftermath, the events after something that caught our attention in the news. The DC Sniper was the opening thing. I talked to this killer in jail, the exclusive interview, and it goes on and on. I mean, the Ruby Ridge, the sniper, but the aftermath of all that. What happened to the people after the event? It's called Aftermath, and it is getting great reviews, and it's on the Bio Channel. And then there's Shatner's Raw Nerve, where I've been interviewing people that is great fun. And then another here called Weird or What, which is great fun, But what was so much fun about Denny Crane? Well, Denny Crane was crazy. It was like a little bit of senility creeping in. He's valiantly trying to hold on to his sanity, which I identify with entirely. And so you could do anything, and it would be permissible. I mean, you could stand on one leg and talk. For example, every so often, for the 4.5 years that we did it, I would be asked to say something like, we'd be talking, what are you guys doing there? You're wondering the same thing. It's funny. So I'd be talking, and I'd say, no, where are you going? Stay right here. I'm inviting you. I'd say, so that's a pink tie, and cue the music. Exactly. What is this line? Cue the music? What is that? How do I say cue the music? Do I say it to the pink tie? What do I say? How do we do cue the music? And that went on. You know, do I make my entrance here? And lines like that take you right out of. And I kept asking the director and people, do you get any idea how to do this? They wouldn't have any more idea than I, so I just say it somewhere. On the second to last show, David E. Kelley, this genius writer, producer, wrote a line. And this is what I think he thought of 4.5 years later. I say to somebody,